Photo, Knicks.com. Although they shook things up and got off to a better start with a new starting lineup, the halftime score was eerily similar to the deficit the New York Knicks faced at home in Game 2 of their Eastern Conference quarterfinal series with the Atlanta Hawks. New York trailed 57-44 at halftime on Wednesday before a dominant 57-35 second half propelled the Knicks to a 9-point, series evening home win. There was no such comeback the next time. As the series shifted to Atlanta on Friday night, fourth-seeded New York was down by a familiar 58-44 margin at intermission but merely played the Hawks roughly even in the second half as fifth-seeded Atlanta broke open a very close start with a huge game-turning run toward the end of the opening half and cruised to a 105-94 Game 3 victory at State Farm Arena to take a 2-1 best-of-7 series lead. After the Knicks outscored the Hawks by 14 points in the third quarter and by 8 points in the fourth period in Game 2, each team scored 28 points in the third quarter and each had 19 in the fourth period of Game 3 before New York closed the scoring on a harmless three-pointer from Derrick Rose in the final minute on Friday night. Rose, a major catalyst in pushing the Knicks to their first playoff series in 8 years after he was acquired via a trade in February, had been a huge spark off the bench for New York. However, fearing another bad beginning, head coach Tom Thibodeau made a lineup change that many thought was long overdue, benching ineffective regular starting point guard Elfrid Payton and starting center Nerlens Noel in favor of Rose and center Taj Gibson in Game 3. For a good while, that worked, at least from the point guard spot, as Rose carried the Knicks by scoring 11 of their first 19 points to help New York keep pace in a very competitive first quarter that featured 9 ties and 5 lead changes. Rose was 5 for 8 and Gibson went 2 for 2 in the period, but their teammates were 0 for 13 before forward Julius Randle beat the first quarter buzzer to give the Knicks a 31-29 lead. There were 5 more lead changes and another tie in the second quarter, but after New York led 39-36, Atlanta blitzed the Knicks with a decisive 22-3 surge, to lead, 58-42. The Hawks led by double digits the rest of the way, going up by as much as 18 points within the first 2 minutes of the final quarter. Second-year shooting guard R.J. Barrett, who was held to just 7 points on 2 for 9 shooting, said, "Runs happen. But we can't let them do that. We've got to continue to fight. There's no way they should be going on a crazy run like that, scoring that many points." Barrett was one of several Knicks to struggle beside Rose. While Rose led New York with a game-high 30 points on efficient 13 for 21 shooting, his teammates shot a combined 16 for 60 with only one other Knick scoring as many 3 baskets, 6 others getting just 2 and Noel scoring only 1.